You keep hitting snooze on your life. Every morning that alarm goes off and you say, just 5 more minutes. But those 5 minutes turn into 5 months, 5 years, and before you know it, you're stuck wondering where your time went. You're not just hitting snooze on an alarm. You're hitting snooze on your dreams, on your purpose, on everything you said you were going to do. You keep telling yourself you'll start when you're ready, when you've got the money, when the timing feels right, when you feel motivated. But life doesn't wait for your feelings. Opportunity doesn't knock forever. There's a moment where life gives you the alarm, and you either wake up and move or you roll over and miss it. You keep saying, I'll start next week, but what if next week doesn't come? You think you've got time because you're still breathing, but the truth is, you're wasting your most precious resource, time, and you don't even see it slipping away. Every second that passes is one you'll never get back. Every excuse you make is another layer of comfort wrapping you tighter and tighter until you can't move anymore. Comfort is killing you softly. It's making you blind to the fact that your dreams are fading while you sleep on them. You say you want to change, you say you want to succeed, but you keep doing the same thing expecting life to reward your laziness. It doesn't work like that. You think success is waiting for the right circumstances, but success comes to those who wake up and create them. The people you admire didn't have more talent, more time, or more luck. They just refused to stay asleep. They heard the same alarm you hear, but they got up when you didn't. They pushed through the tiredness, through the doubt, through the noise. While you were saying maybe tomorrow, they were saying right now. You can't expect greatness to meet you halfway when you won't even take the first step. Life doesn't reward wishful thinking. It rewards movement. You've got to stop treating your potential like a side hobby. You've got to stop saying, I'll get serious one day, because one day isn't on the calendar. One day doesn't exist. You either do it now or you don't. You either wake up and decide to live with purpose, or you let the days keep slipping through your fingers like sand. Every single morning you're being tested by your comfort, tested by your habits, tested by your choices. That alarm clock isn't just noise, it's a question. It's life asking, are you ready to rise, or are you going to roll over again? And every time you hit snooze, you're saying, not yet. I'm not ready to live my purpose. You're saying, I'm okay with mediocrity. You're saying, I'd rather sleep than fight for what I said I wanted. You think it's harmless, but every snooze is a silent decision to stay average. Every delay is you choosing comfort over calling. And I'm telling you right now, you can't live your purpose and live in your comfort zone at the same time. One of them has to go. You say you want success, but your actions tell a different story. You can't talk about your dreams like they're optional. You can't pray for blessings you're not prepared to work for. You've got to stop asking for opportunities when you keep sleeping through the ones already in front of you. Wake up and realize nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to do it for you. This is your race, your grind, your life. If you don't get up and run it, you'll watch somebody else cross your finish line while you're still stretching in the starting blocks. There's a reason why most people never reach their potential. They're asleep with their eyes open. They go through the motions, doing what's easy, comfortable, familiar. They live like there's no urgency, like they've got forever. But you don't. You've got a limited number of mornings left. A limited number of chances to get it right. You can't afford to waste another sunrise scrolling through somebody else's story while yours sits unwritten. You've got to wake up before life decides for you that your time is up. The world is full of dreamers who never woke up. People who had the talent, the ideas, the drive, but they never acted. They kept waiting for the right time, and the right time never came. Don't let that be you. Don't let your story end before it even starts because you were too afraid to begin. Don't keep telling yourself that you'll do it when you feel ready. You'll never feel ready. Readiness doesn't come before action. It comes after. You grow by moving, by trying, by failing forward. You've got to get uncomfortable. You've got to embrace that early morning pain, that late night grind, that lonely discipline. Because that's what wakes you up from the inside out. The more you push through the tiredness, the more alive you'll feel. The more you sacrifice now, the more you'll thank yourself later. Every morning you wake up early. Every time you choose the hard thing, every time you refuse to hit snooze, you're proving to yourself that you're serious. You're proving you're done sleeping on your potential. The moment you decide you've had enough, that's when change begins. That's when everything starts to shift. But you can't just say it. You've got to mean it with every breath. You've got to wake up with a fire that says, I'm done being average. I'm done waiting. I'm done hitting snooze on my life. Because once you wake up for real, nothing and no one can put you back to sleep again. Wake up before it's too late. You keep saying you want success, but you don't want the discipline that comes with it. You want the results without the resistance. You want the reward without the routine, but life doesn't work that way. Success isn't about what you say you want. It's about what you're willing to suffer for. The truth is, the pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. Discipline stings for a moment, but regret cuts deep. Regret doesn't leave. Regret follows you, whispers in your ear every night, reminding you of what you could have been if you just stayed consistent, if you just pushed a little harder, if you just done what you said you would. You say, I'll start tomorrow, but when tomorrow comes, you say it again. You keep convincing yourself that the small things don't matter. But they do. Every small choice compounds. Every time you choose laziness over effort, every time you skip what you said you'd do, you're building a habit of quitting. You're training your mind to accept less than your best. Discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers, and most people never see their dreams come alive because they can't handle the discomfort it takes to get there. You've got to understand something. Discipline isn't punishment, it's preparation. Every early morning, every late night, every moment you say no to temptation, you're sharpening yourself. You're building strength that comfort could never give you. The world teaches you to chase ease, to chase pleasure, to avoid pain. But the greats, the real ones, they lean into pain. They understand that the road to greatness isn't paved with comfort. It's paved with consistency. It's paved with moments when you don't feel like it, but still show up anyway. The reason most people never grow is because they confuse being uncomfortable with being defeated. They feel that burn, that resistance, and they run from it. But that burn is where the breakthrough begins. Discipline is uncomfortable, yes, but it's also the birthplace of transformation. You don't grow when it's easy. You grow when it hurts. You grow when you stop negotiating with your excuses and start demanding more from yourself. The pain of discipline lasts for a season. You wake up early when you'd rather sleep. You work when others are resting. You study when others are partying. It's hard, but it's temporary, and the moment you cross that finish line, the moment you reach that goal, that pain turns into pride. But the pain of regret, that's forever. You'll feel it years later, wondering what your life could have been if you just stayed committed. Regret doesn't fade, it festers. It keeps replaying moments where you quit, where you let fear, laziness, or distraction win. You can't escape it, so which pain are you choosing? Because make no mistake, you will feel one of them. You'll either feel the pain of discipline now or the pain of regret later, but you can't avoid both. The difference is, one pain leads to power and the other leads to shame. One pain builds you, the other breaks you. One pain strengthens your spirit, the other crushes it. You decide which one you want to live with. Stop running from hard things. Stop praying for an easier life and start praying for stronger discipline. You keep asking for success, but success doesn't come to people who take short cuts. It comes to those who do the work when no one's watching. It's not the big moments that define you, it's the small ones. The decision to stay focused when you're tired, the choice to show up when you don't feel like it, the refusal to quit when everything in you wants to stop. That's discipline. And discipline, over time, becomes freedom, because once you master yourself, nothing outside of you can control you. Once you build discipline, you stop being a victim of your feelings. You stop letting laziness make your decisions. You stop letting distractions steal your destiny. You become unstoppable. Not because it's easy, but because you've learned to keep going even when it's hard. There's a version of you out there living the life you dream about. But you'll never meet that version without discipline. That version wakes up when you want to sleep, works when you want to rest, and sacrifices when you want comfort. That version doesn't negotiate with laziness or wait for motivation. That version is built through repetition, through commitment, through doing what needs to be done whether you feel like it or not. You've got to decide today that your purpose is worth the pain. You've got to look at your life and say, I'm done choosing regret. I'm done being comfortable. I'm done being soft on myself. You've got to be real enough to admit that your dreams demand more than what you're giving. Every great comeback, every success story, every champion you've ever admired, they all paid a price. They all felt the pain of discipline before they ever felt the glory of reward. Don't wait until it's too late to realize that comfort is the enemy of greatness. Don't wake up one day and wish you could rewind the clock. Wish you could have been more focused, more consistent, more hungry. You've got that chance right now. You can't change the past, but you can make sure the future doesn't look like it. The pain of discipline will make you strong, but the pain of regret will destroy you. Choose wisely. You walk around acting like you've got forever, like you've got time to waste. You talk about your dreams as if they're guaranteed to wait for you. But let me remind you, time doesn't stop for anyone. Every second you spend being lazy, every moment you let fear or distraction win, you're losing ground. You're running out of time, and the scary part is you don't even realize it. You keep living like tomorrow is promised, but it's not. Tomorrow is a gift, not a guarantee, and one day you're going to wake up and realize that the window you thought you had is gone. You don't have 10 years to get serious. You don't have 20 years to finally start chasing what's in your heart. You have now. You have today. You keep saying someday, but someday isn't on the calendar. You say, I'll do it when things calm down, but life doesn't calm down. It just keeps moving. And if you don't move with it, it'll leave you behind. Every day that passes without progress is another day you can't get back. That's the price of waiting. That's the cost of hesitation. You can't keep living like you've got unlimited time. You don't. Time is not your friend, it's your test. Every sunrise is a reminder that your clock is ticking. And once it hits zero, you don't get another chance. You can't negotiate with time. You can't buy more of it. You can't borrow it. You can't earn it back. You either use it wisely or you waste it permanently. So when you sit there saying, I've got time, what you're really saying is, I'm okay throwing my life away slowly. You ever notice how people only start to value time when they've run out of it? They wait until they lose everything before they realize how much it mattered. They wait until the opportunity's gone to wish they had worked harder. Don't let that be your story. Don't wait until the clock runs out to start playing the game. The regret of too late is one of the heaviest pains you'll ever feel. It's when you look back and realize that you had the ability, the talent, the potential, but you didn't move. You talked, you dreamed, but you didn't act. You've got to develop a sense of urgency about your life. You can't walk through every day casually like it doesn't matter. Every minute counts. Every second is an opportunity to build something, to grow, to become better. But most people waste those seconds scrolling, complaining, comparing. You're not losing because you're not talented. You're losing because you don't respect time. You keep giving your energy to distractions that don't build you. You keep investing in things that don't move you forward. If you want to change your life, you've got to start living with urgency. You've got to wake up every day like you're on borrowed time, because you are. You've got to treat every day like it's the last shot. You've got to make something happen. You've got to move like tomorrow isn't guaranteed, because it's not. You've got to act like your dream has a deadline, because it does. There's an expiration date on potential. You either use it or you lose it. Look, the difference between the people who make it and the people who don't isn't always talent, it's urgency. The ones who make it understand that time doesn't wait. They move with purpose. They don't waste time explaining why they can't, they just do. While others are waiting for the perfect conditions, they're building something out of what they have. While others are talking about what they'll do, they're already doing it. That's what separates winners from wishers. Winners respect the clock. You can't keep living like you've got all the time in the world. That mindset is dangerous. That mindset kills dreams. Every moment you procrastinate, every hour you waste, you're digging yourself deeper into a hole of regret. You've got to start treating time like it's sacred, because it is. You've got to protect it from people, from distractions, from habits that steal it from you. You've got to stop letting meaningless things consume your minutes. You've got to stop wasting your days waiting for a sign. The sign is the fact that you woke up today. That's your signal. That's your green light. Every day you wake up is another opportunity to rewrite your story. But that opportunity won't always be there. One day that alarm will go off and it'll be your last. You won't get another morning to fix it, another chance to go after what you said you wanted. That's the reality. That's why you can't afford to play games with time. You've got to stop sleeping on your potential like it'll be there forever. Because one day you'll want to chase your dream, but your body won't cooperate. Your energy won't be the same. Your window will be gone. This is your moment, right here, right now. You've got everything you need to start, but you're running out of chances to use it. The world isn't waiting on you. It's moving forward with or without you. You've got to ask yourself, how much longer am I going to wait? How many more days am I going to waste pretending I've got time? Because when it's over, it's over. There are no rewinds, no do-overs, no extensions. There's only what you did and what you didn't. You're running out of time. Stop acting like you're not. Wake up and move like your dream depends on it, because it does. It's not enough to just wake up. You've got to get up. You've got to move. You've got to take action like your life depends on it, because it does. Waking up is awareness, but action is transformation. Too many people realize they need to change, but never do anything about it. They say, I know I need to do better, but they stay in the same place, doing the same thing, living the same story. Awareness without action is just another form of sleep. You can know exactly what to do and still waste your life if you never take the first step. It's not enough to talk about change. It's not enough to post about it, pray about it, or dream about it. You've got to move. You've got to stop waiting for motivation and start building momentum. Motivation fades. Discipline lasts. You can't keep saying, when I feel ready, I'll start. You'll never feel ready. The moment will never feel perfect. That's why you've got to act now, even if it's messy, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's scary. Because movement creates clarity. When you move, you start to see the path. When you stay still, all you see are your fears. You've been waiting on a sign, waiting on the right time, waiting on approval. But the truth is, you don't need another sign. You are the sign. That desire burning in your chest, that voice in your head saying, you were made for more, that is your alarm. That's life telling you to get up, to stop watching others live their dream while you sleep on yours. Every second you waste hesitating is a second someone else is using to build the life you want. You can't keep standing on the sidelines wishing. It's time to step on the field and play. You've got to turn that alarm into action. Every setback, every disappointment, every failure, it's not there to stop you, it's there to start you. It's there to wake something up inside you. You've got to learn to use pain as power, to use fear as fuel, to use struggle as your stepping stone. Because the moment you decide to move, everything around you starts to shift. The world responds to action. It doesn't reward the ones who wait. It rewards the ones who work. Stop thinking. Start doing. Stop talking about potential and start proving it. Stop saying you're built different and start acting like it. Every day you wake up is another chance to fight for what you want. You've got to show life you're serious. You've got to move like there's no plan B, no backup, no retreat. You've got to commit so deeply that quitting isn't an option anymore. When you move with that kind of energy, the universe takes notice. Doors start to open that you didn't even see before. Opportunities start finding you because you're no longer sleeping through them. Action changes everything. It changes your mindset, your habits, your future. You'll never think your way into confidence. You've got to act your way into it. You've got to do the thing that scares you until it doesn't scare you anymore. You've got to show up day after day, even when it feels like nothing's happening. Because something is happening, every small move you make builds momentum. Every step forward adds weight to your purpose. Every act of courage compounds into transformation. You've got to be willing to move when it's hard, when it's quiet, when no one is watching. That's where real growth happens. Everybody wants to move when the lights are on and people are clapping. But what about when it's just you in the dark with doubt whispering in your ear? That's when you've got to remind yourself why you started. That's when you've got to push harder, because the habits you build in the dark are the ones that shine in the light. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect before you start. It will never be perfect. The timing will never align. The path will never be completely clear, but you've got to trust yourself enough to move anyway. You've got to believe that your steps will make the way visible. You've got to act with faith even when fear tries to hold you back. Action is how you silence fear. It's how you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever thought possible. Wake up and take the first step, no matter how small. Make the call, write the plan, go to the gym, launch the idea, start something. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start. Because once you move, you'll attract energy, opportunities, and people that match your motion. But if you stay still, life stays still with you. You can pray all you want, but even faith requires movement. This is your time to act. You've been sleeping on yourself long enough. You've been doubting, hesitating, procrastinating long enough. The world doesn't owe you anything, but it will give you everything if you earn it. So stop hitting snooze on your dreams. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop watching others do what you were built to do. Wake up, stand up, and move with power, with purpose, with urgency. Because once you turn that alarm into action, nothing can stop you.